Bandit here with another video, and today we do have the Qav-ULX in our hands, and we also got the Taranis. So today we are going to be programming the Lux Flight Controller and the Taranis. So let's go turn it on. Welcome to OpenTX, switch warning, yeah. Menu, page. Oops. I want to go to Mixer. Select channel 6. Mix name, you can name it arm, and then exit, and then source. I like to select SA, so SA will be the source. And what I like to do is, it's optional, but you can you can select the switch, so SA is like that, and then exit, and then there you go. So when SA is on, that thing is selected, so that's perfect for you. So yeah. Alright, so the first step is to plug in the Lux Flight Controller. Now I'm gonna soon switch this screen to cleanflight, so insert the the USB, and then what you want to do with the help of a screwdriver is there's a bootloader button right here. Right there. There's a bootloader button right there. That button right there. So you want to hold it. As you can see, cleanflight is on right now. And you want to hold the bootloader button and plug it in. And see, it says DFU in the top right corner right there. And that's when you can release the bootloader button. So make sure it has DFU right there. And when you go to firmware flasher, choose your board. Lux race right there. Choose the most stable one. So the most recent one is 2011, so 1.14. So select 1.14. It's stable. And then load firmware online. So it's there. That's all the notes. Make sure you read that. Ensure OSD board. All this stuff. We really don't need that. So you can just scroll down and flash firmware. It's erasing. And then now it's flashing. So just wait till that thing flashes, and then programming successful. When you go to Lux Race, you need to select this one right here. The newer one that just came out a few days ago does not work for the configuration tab. So make sure you select this one. This one is stable. This one is not stable. So just choose 1.13. So go back and then see connect. And then see everything works. The configuration works. There's stuff on it. So yeah, make sure you do that. So the ports, serial RX, and then go to receiver. And then you want to select ARC serial, and then select S bus. So save, rebooting, goes back, and then go back to receiver, scroll down, and okay, so remember to configure a serial port via ports tab. I did! Serial RX. Okay, so you actually have to, UART1 was selected, you have to deselect it. I don't know why. It was some weird glitch, but now you can scroll down and ARC serial, S bus, save and reboot, and receiver. And as you can see, it's ARC serial is selected, and then now ports tab, that's selected. Great. And then go down and select telemetry. Telemetry basically enables you, because we have that SmartPort here, you can see here, we have that SmartPort. So by selecting telemetry, you can get live telemetry like voltage, that kind of stuff from your S port. So go down to save and reboot. Successfully closed, and then go back to see if it's there. And yep, telemetry's there. So go to ports and use UART2. Because that is what we use T2, which is UART2. So where is it? Telemetry, and then go to SmartPort. Save and reboot. So now I can also go back down and select current meter if you like. Current meters basically enables you to have like your amperage, life amperage, that kind of stuff, and it also enables you to. And then if you select VBAT, is basically the battery voltage, so you can have live voltage of your X4R. Now you can turn on your receiver, your transmitter, and then connect it again. Go to receiver, and as you can see, make sure you flip through all the switches. See, aux 2 is right there. So when I flip this switch, it goes down. So that's perfect. Done. So now, as you can see, the roll is for the throttle, which is wrong. So you need to go down to spectrum, JR spectrum, which is TAER, which means throttle, aileron, elevator, and roll, which is channel 1, 2, 3, and 4 in a row, just like how we did it here. And then now throttle is throttle, and then roll is roll. Sorry about that, my battery died. This is totally my day. Alright, let's fast forward to the video. So make sure you select TER, that. So throttle, roll, pitch, and yaw. So all of that is good enough. We're going to be setting the end trims later, but make sure you add your range, auxiliary 2, no, auxiliary 1, right? No, it's auxiliary 2. Select auxiliary 2, and then as you can see, that's the range. So for arming, I want it to be as close to there, and save. Saved. So now when you arm it, when you go all the way down, it's armed, and then when you go all the way up, it's disarmed. So that is perfect. So right now we can actually plug in the battery. Make sure no sparks explode or nothing bad happens. Plug it in. Alright, those beeps, make sure you hear those beeps. And then, where's the motors? Motors are here, so select. And as you can see, they're not calibrated. So what you can do is unselect that. Make sure you take your props off. So unplug your battery, select this. I understand the risk. Propellers are removed, enable motor control. Make sure you remove your propellers because you don't want your quad to fly everywhere and then stab you with their propellers. So all the way up. So master needs to go all the way up. And then plug it in. And then scroll down. And now they're all calibrated. So there you go. They move in an orderly fashion. Perfect. So now we need to find the minimum throttle. So just scroll up. And then so scroll up with using your keyboard. Scroll up all the way until all the motors spin in a nice way, or nice fashion. So I guess 126 is good. So remember 1126. So remember that, and then go to configuration, and then minimum throttle right here, 126. So go 126. Minimum throttle. Rebooting. Alright, there you go, 126. Now cleanflight is very buggy today, not sure why. Alright, go to motors and then click that arm switch. And they should be at 126. So they're all all over the place, but they're somewhere at 126. And then you can practice your throttle. So roll, these two motors spin, forward, these two motors spin, and then yaw, those two motors spin faster. So disarm, that should be good. So you can go to receiver, and now we can calibrate the end tabs. So look at my Taranis now. You go to model selection, page, outputs. So select your sub trim, and that should be at 150. So as you can see, as you increase the number, it needs to be at 150. Wow, this thing needs, oh, whoops, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so 150, that's perfect. So 11.1 is good for me. And then the minimum, 1,000, and this should be 2,000. Go to the right, and as you can see, oh, oops. So that's too much. It needs to be at 1,000. So let's go down, 1,000, and then go down, or up, my grammar, and then enter, and then, sorry, go down. Yeah, this, my max does not work very well for some reason. It's like some weird glitch, but 1,000, and that should be 2,000, but it's not, but you get the point, okay? And then now, I want to make sure all of them are at 150. And it doesn't matter if they're perfect, because as you can see, this is not at 15,000, it changed to 1502. You will never get it perfect, just get it like in that around area. So now you should be good. So what you can do now is set up your telemetry. So press menu, page, actually hold it back, and then right here it says discover new sensors. Make sure you select that, because by discovering, and then just select it, and you have all this cool information, and then stop discovery. So you got your RSSI, you got your fuel, you got your VFAST, you got all this information, and yeah, great. But all we need to use for right now is your RSSI, which is how strong your signal is, and then your fuel, which is basically your milliamp, and then your current, which is in amps, and then VFAST, which is in volts. So that's all you need for now, for telemetry at least. So you can go ahead and exit, and then now you can actually unplug your what is it called? Unplug your quad, your ULX, because we won't need it anymore. So yeah, telemetry lost, and now we can actually set up all the pages for your telemetry. Alrighty, so before we actually go into all the to set up the telemetry, to set up the telemetry pages, I'm just gonna go to the second page, and then go down to timer, and go down to SA down. So when you arm it, the timer will start. And then go to your pages, and then you want to go to where is it? Logical switches. Alrighty, so this is Bando from the future, and so you go to your so you're supposed to go to your, what is it called? Your logical switch tab. That's what I told you guys, but you want to go to your logical switch tab, and I'm just gonna go over it because Bando from the past went over every single thing, and it took forever just to explain what my functions are. So logical switches, L1, that's your first logical switch, and you want to select A is less than X, and then you want to select VFAST, and VFAST is basically your battery voltage. So when your battery voltage or your battery is at 14.5 volts, then an action will happen, and we will go over that action for special functions, but we first need to go over our switches. So, and then you want to select your delay. So actually, let's go over this. So select your duration. So if your quad is flying, your quad is flying for 2 seconds, and the battery's at 14.5 volts. So if your battery's at 14.5 volts for 2 seconds when your quad is flying, then the switch will like go on, and then go back, and then there's delay. So delay, there's simply delay is a delay. So you'll have a delay from when the it should be 2. So to go, and then L2 is your L2 is also A is less than X. V fast, your battery voltage, 14 volts. So that means you really, really, really need to land, because your battery is literally gonna go like. That's what's gonna happen to your quad as well, because you have no power. So that's the delay, and duration will also be at 2 seconds. And then the last one, L3, A is less than X, and that's your RSSI, which is basically your signal strength. So when your RSSI is lower or at 55 dB, then when and this switch right here is basically indicating when your RSSI is at 55 dB when it's armed. So that's my arm switch. That means your quad or the switch will go off. And as you can see, you can hear all the special functions. So speaking of special functions, these are your special functions. So let's go over it really quick. So SF stands for special function. So SF1, so L1, which is also our battery voltage. So when your battery voltage is at 14.5 volts, it will play a track called low battery for 3 seconds. SF2 is basically saying when your battery is at 14 volts, 0.00, then you really, really need to land. So it'll have a siren, and that's also for 3 seconds. And then SF3 is L3, so that's when your RSSI is low. It'll do a haptic and then select 1 and then 3 seconds as well. And then SF4 is indicating that this switch right here, SH, when SH is selected, as you can see, it's highlighted. It'll play a value, and that's your battery voltage. And because it's saying 0, because the battery's not connected, and that's times 1. And then SF5 is play value, but that's your current, and it's connected to the SF switch. So you'll say it'll show you how many amps you have. Now play, and then for SF6, when it's armed, it'll say that your engine is on or your quad is armed. So that's engine on. And then SF7 is saying that when when it's not on, or you disarm your disarm switch, then it'll go. So your engine is off. Now, that's pretty much it for special functions and logical switches. So now you'll see future or past Bando now, and say bye-bye to future Bando. Bye! And finally, we can actually go to telemetry, hold back the page button to go back, and for telemetry, we can make a, a screen. So screen 1, nums, and then this one will be our VFast, and then this screen will be my RSSI, and then this will be my battery, so my battery of my Taranis itself, so I know. And you'll get a warning, it says transmitter battery low when your battery is dead. Where is it? ACCY. Sorry, so ACCY. Actually, this is X, sorry. X. So this is just your accelerometers and ACCY. So go find ACCY. There you go. And then ACCZ. So ACCZ, there you go. And then this one will be your time, and then this will be your timer 1. And then that's the one for when you arm it. And then this one will be current. So scroll all the way down. Skipped it. And select current. So that will be all good. And then there you have it. So when you hold page, you have your time right here. So
Engine on.
your timer starts when you flip your arm switch. And then that's the time. It's 9:31 right now. So that's great, right? So when you're at the flying field, you don't want to run late for whatever you have. So that's the time. And then it also tells you battery. So it's at 9.8. I have a customized battery. So this is not the stock. And then, yeah, let's go plug it in so we can actually have our telemetry. So I'm going to show you guys right there. Watch and see how the telemetry changes. So there you go. You got your VFast. It's at 15.2 volts. Your RSSI is 9.1, 9.5. And then your accelerometer, they're all at 0. But when you move it around, as you can see, the numbers change. Isn't that awesome? And then it also has your current. So when you engine on, and then so when you arm your quad, it would say, and then you can fly it. And then when you disarm your quad, then engine is off. So that's perfect. So now you can exit, and then you can actually turn this guy off. And now we can go back to cleanflight and program our PIDs and my rates, and just the settings I have in general. Alrighty, so I have my computer right next to me now. And right now, we need to plug it in. So find your cable right here and insert it to the USB port. You don't need to hold the bootloader button because we already flashed it with the software. And then just plug it in like so. Telemetry recovered. Oh, we can die. And then, as you can see, actually turn this on because I want to show you something, which is pretty cool. So your telemetry is on, and watch. It says low battery. And then go here. I'm gonna switch the screens right now. Bam! It's switched, hopefully. And go to the modes. Whoops, that's good. Where am I? Here, receiver. So your RC rate could be at 90. 90 is good enough. I like to keep it at least 1.1, 1.5. So let's just go 1.1. And then on my expo, I like to keep my expo at 0.7. And then you can save that. It's saved. And then PID tuning. Your PIDs right here are pretty good, but like just saying, a good way to start when you're just starting PID, I like to go 460, 90. That's what a lot of people start when they start PID tuning. And the integral is good, and the derivative is good. All that is good. Now your pitch rate, you need some rates, right? Because you won't be able to do cool tricks without your rates. So this is where you can actually increase your rates. So I'm actually changing my rates now because I'm in the middle of the phase, and I don't know how twitchy this quad is. So for now, I'm just gonna keep it at 0.8. You can increase it or decrease it, but I never. And then my yaw can be 0.92. So I think that should be good to go. And you just select multi-view rewrite and then save. So it's saved, and then you can go back 460, 90, 80, 80.952. And I like to have the yaw a bit more, have more rates, because I tend to use a lot of yaw, especially when turning, and it just helps a lot with any of your freestyle. And receiver 0.1 and RC Expo. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. Switch screens right now. Hello, I'm back. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. If you liked it, make sure you hit that smash that subscribe button, and also smash that like button if you like this video. And if you have any questions or comments or need help with your program in your Taranis for like telemetry, that kind of stuff, or you just or you're having trouble getting your quad in the air, just leave in the description below, and I'm happy to help you. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, because I will be doing a maiden video where you guys can see me flying this cool, dope quad and doing all the tricks. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. What's up, guys? I'm so tired. Hopefully you guys watched that whole video, because it's kind of long. Over 20 minutes, like 27 minutes. I hope it's informational for you guys. Anyways, I'm editing it right now. This is probably so hard to do, because look, I have to synchronize the audio, and because iMovie doesn't have like a special audio syncer, like nice top-notch editing systems, you have to like change it very minorly so it can be synchronized, and it takes forever. And then there's so many different clips I have, so it's kind of hard. And then see, you have to synchronize it. It's really hard, but obviously you guys don't know how hard it is to do that, but yeah. So I hope you guys like this video. It's raining right now. Kind of sad, but yeah. Peace, boy.